There's like 100 cars out here. Guys, stage 3 is not open. And even if it was open, guys, I don't understand how this is even happening.
Well, first of all, when I heard this, and I've had a conversation with Mayor Brown in Brampton this morning, and he agrees 100%. You know, the full extent of the law needs to be thrown at these people. Throw everything in the kitchen sink at them, the 100,000, everything else, and then you really got to question people. Peel's in stage 2 still. Everyone, I visited Peel last week, met some great people, great business owners, and they're struggling. And to get into stage 3, we want to open it up more. And then you got a bunch of yahoos again that number one, hold the party, and then a whole bunch of 200 yahoos show up to hold the party. Like, guys, what? Like, man, come on. Like, what don't you get? Like, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that someone would be reckless and careless and go out and hold this party. It's staggering. Not one, not two, but 3 different parties. If you have the money to pay for security, you have the money for valet parking, you have the money to extend your fence up in the air, guess what? You have a $100,000 fine, and I'd throw everything in the book at you right now. Well, people are struggling. You got healthcare workers working around the clock to protect us. You have the police protecting, emergency services. You have everyone in the province sitting there bending over backwards, and we've got a bunch of jokers out there that think it's no problem. Go out there and hold the party. I'm gonna before I really rant, I'm gonna pass it over to the Minister of Health, because I've never seen anything like it. You think the cheese slipped off the cracker with these people? Like, they just don't get it. Like, come on, we're all in this together.
We've heard from a lot of Ontarians who are extremely angry when they see videos of people partying in groups of dozens and being flippant about public health guidelines. A lot of people believe these groups are going to be the ones to hold us back from further reopening. So when is enough enough? When does the province go from an educational approach to an enforcement approach? Or are we going to keep scolding them and hope for the best? And at what point do we roll back the reopening?
I think when people are reckless, we have to look at enforcement. Not only should these residents or the homeowner get fined at $100,000, every person that's there should be getting dinged with an $800 fine at a minimum. I just can't understand what people think some days. It's really unbelievable. We're doing so well, and then they go out there and hold these parties. You know, it's really, really disappointing. You know, maybe the media should be calling this guy's name out and calling him out, because I wouldn't want someone working at my place that just had 200 people over. They should be self-isolating. It's ridiculous. And over the 200 people that showed up, maybe you should self-isolate. Maybe you should go get tested. Matter of fact, why don't you go to your grandparents and tell them you were just at a big, huge party, having a great old time, you know, dancing and God knows with no masks, and it's just it's really unbelievable. It's so disappointing that someone would be this reckless, but not once, 3 times, and there's a shooting at the same address. I hear. Again, get it together. Like, you know, you're just doing a disservice to all the hardworking people out there in Brampton, and there's so many great people.